Biz and Breakfast. It's called from ISB Me put on an event called the Biz and Breakfast event. And this event was all about safety, compliance, insurance in the trucking industry. I covered it from a driver standpoint. They have this event every year, and so this year I thought I would really check it out from a driver standpoint and find out what they did. So they had an insurance panel. So the first panel that was on was the insurance panel. That was Angelique Maggie of the VP of Strategic Initiatives, the Guarantee Company, which is an insurance company. They had Audra Thompson, who was the Director in Transportation Logistics Ontario region from Northbridge Insurance. And then they had Matt Graveline, who's a Senior Transportation Risk Specialist with Dalton Timmis Insurance. So I just took some notes. I didn't tape the actual event, but I was there and I created some summary of the event for you. And I took it, like I said, I took it from a driver standpoint. What do we want to know from this event for drivers? And it was really interesting, some of the stuff that I took down, and some things you may want to note, depending on where you are in your career, if you're looking to become a driver in the transportation industry, or if you are thinking about possibly moving on into different areas. These are some of the things you should look for. The first thing they were talking about was driver qualifications. And so what they're finding a lot of, and so if you're a driver, what you're going to find is that they're talking a lot about driver verifiable background. We just went through this issue in our Fleet Safety Council. People are passing around a lot of fraudulent documents and doctoring documents. I don't know why, because there's so many jobs out there. But again, if you're, I don't know, trying to not play above board or whatever, that might be the problem. So insurance companies and carriers are really looking at your documents to make sure that they're not fraudulent. So make sure that you back up with your original documents, you have everything in place. Another thing they're talking about, there's a shortage of all positions in the industry. And this was from Audra Thompson. She was saying, you know what, we all are talking drivers, but there's a whole lot more going on. So they're looking for dispatchers, they're looking for mechanics, they're looking for everybody in the industry. So if you're thinking of the transportation industry and all you're thinking about is what kind of jobs there are for drivers, then you're probably missing the boat. There's a lot of opportunities in all sectors, from reception to mechanics to driving to dispatch to safety to everything. Yeah, you may not be able to get into some of those roles without having some experience, but you certainly do have opportunities there. And there's lots of opportunities for you to get in there and grow. So, transportation's been good to us, and I certainly think it's a great thing for anybody wanting to get into the industry. There is a perfect storm going on in the transportation industry. That, you know what, right now there's a driver shortage, and then there's because of the driver shortage, rates are going up, driver pay is going up. There's lots of things going on. So it's really important that if you are looking at the industry, now is the time. Actually, now is really the time to get in. There's lots of opportunities there, and there's lots of competition, which is making it a little easier. Everybody wants you, as they say. So it's really good for that. So there's a bit of a perfect storm going on there, which is causing us to have lots of changes. Technology is coming into this as well. And it's really causing people to be very unsure about where the future is going. But I'm sure that it's going to go in a good way. But now is a great opportunity. If you're looking at the industry from a driver standpoint, it's